So the point of this video is to show you, if you're having trouble with the window guided by triangle assignment, how we construct that, but also to show you how, or certain situations when we might actually want to use window guided by object in the things that we create. If you notice, I did a few things already. I made a slider, which was right here, just went down slider, right, and clicked on that. And then I made the parameters for that slider 4 through 100, and the increment was 1. So that's the first thing I did. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a regular polygon. And when I make a regular polygon, I just have to click two places on the graphics view, and then I have to type in not 4, but the name of the slider. So you notice I go like this, and then it falls off the screen. And so this is a situation where we want to make it so the window moves along with the size of what we have in front of us. So the way that we do that is, if you notice, when I make this bigger, I always have A, B, and C. So if I wanted to find the center of this right here, I can use this and this by making perpendicular bisectors. So I click there and click on this, and I get one of them. And then I click on this and I get another. And that gives me the center, which is important. So I want to find the intersection of those two segments right there. Now this is the center, which we're going to use that. But we want a circle that goes around this and that is always around the polygon. So the way we do that is to use a tool that is circle through 3 points. So let's just click on 3 of the points that we know will be part of every one of these polygons, which is A, B, and C. And so now let's make it so, let's give it like 7, I think would work. 7 sides. So now I want to make a line that is parallel to the x-axis and goes through here, and then one that's parallel to the y-axis and goes through there. And I still don't like that it will be intersecting. Let's try right here. This is perfect, because then I can have a line vertically and horizontally, and I'm going to end up using the intersections of those. So let's go parallel right here. Click on that, drop it off there. Parallel, drop it off there. So I have what I need now. So now I just need the intersection. So let's go to intersect and click on this right here with this right here. Got it for there and there. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Click right here and right here, there. So now those last 4 points, I want to make sure that they're different colors. Okay, so I have the 3 points, but I also want the names of those points as well. I see them right here, F4, G4, H4, and I4. So now, whenever we want the window that we have right here to be like, the left side should be right here, the right side should be right here, the top side should be somewhere around here, and then the bottom side should be right here. So we need to set that. So we're going to go into Object Properties and go into Graphics View. And you're going to notice at first it's going to really, it's going to deform what you're looking at, but that's okay. So let's go here. And the X-min, which will be on this side right here, we want this point first. And this point is called F_4. So just to experiment, and this is, we don't know exactly how we're going to put it in first, but that's capital F_4. We want the X value of that. So we'll say X of F_4, which is basically, should be like negative, right now it's -1 point, I don't know, -1.2 or 3 or something like that. Let's back up a little bit, because you see, once I plug that in, now this is right there. So what we need to do is make sure we get a radius. So let's go here. and we'll go from here to here. So right there. But the size of that gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So it goes all the way to 51. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to say, we want to add to that or subtract from that what we were just talking about. So right here, we want to say minus, and I'm going to say, let's say just for a sec, 0.5 times p underscore 5. So we're just subtracting the product of half of this right there. So that's just like that. So now we're going to repeat the process for the next ones too. We want the x maximum right here. So for the x maximum, what's the name of this point right here? The name of the point, this one right there, is g underscore 4. X of g underscore 4 plus because we want it to the right of it, and we'll say 0.5 times, and what did we say? It was p underscore 5, so it's going to be, because that's the radius, p underscore 5, like that. And if you want it to be in the center, and you notice the circle's deformed right now, we're going to have to adjust these numbers as well, because if you can tell, this window right now is rectangular. I mean, it's not squarish. So the 0.5 there and the 0.5 there probably will be more 0.2 or 0.3 for the y's, but we'll see. So for the y min, we say minus, and I'm going to guess that it's 0.3. I'll say 0.3 times, oh no, I gotta find the name of that as well. So I'm gonna say the y of this one right there, which is I underscore 4. I underscore 4, like that. And then we'll say plus, because that's on the positive side. And we'll say, oh no, I'm sorry, this is I put in the wrong one. We'll say y minimum right there. So that should be this point right there. So we'll say h underscore 4, or the y of h underscore 4, like that. And then we'll say minus, and we'll say I'll say 0.2 times the radius, which was p underscore 5, like that. So now that's closer. Now I may want to change that 0.2 or 0.3 depending on how, if this doesn't look circlish. So the last one I'm going to do is for the y maximum, which is right there, and the name of that is I underscore 4. So I'm going to say the y of y underscore 4, and then I'll say plus. And we'll say, again, 0.2 times the radius, which was p underscore 5. Close this like this. What happened there? Did I write y underscore 4? I'm going to try again. So I'm going to type in y of I underscore 4, and then we'll say plus 0.2 times p underscore 5. Close it up, close this. So now that looks kind of rectangular. So because this actually needs to be, we'll say, this needs to be closer to here, and this needs to be closer to here, I think. That would make it taller. So let's see if we can change this. I'm going to change this to 0.1. Sometimes you need parentheses, sometimes you don't. But I'll change it to 0.1 for both. And we may need to go even further. 0.1. I don't think that's enough. I could also change this to 0.6 or 0.7. And that looks better, I think. And it's all based on how rectangular, it is to start. How, like, you can make a graphics view where it's squarish. But let's see if it works now. So the goal is to make sure that this polygon is always in the center. So if I go like this, and it always stays in the center, just like this. You notice the radius is right here for p to underscore 5. So if you wanted to present something, let's say you want to present the area of this, or the radius of this, you could have, I mean, there's another thing you can do, but you could have this side showing up randomly at different numbers, and then have kids make some draw some conclusions about it and stuff like that. So this is what this looks like. I would recommend when you're obviously doing this, that you get rid of the stuff that you don't need. But that's basically how it's done. So everybody's going to have a different window in terms of how big it is. So when you're typing it in, when you're typing these things in to here, you really, it's sort of a feel thing here where you're saying to yourself, maybe I'll try 80% of the radius. Maybe I'll try whatever 50. Here I tried 80% and 10%, and it seems to work. It seems to look like a a regular polygon in a circle. So, and the other thing is with this as well, you got to make sure that you're using the x and the x coordinate, which is what that says right there. The x coordinate of that point. The x coordinate of the point on this side, then the y coordinate of the one up here, and the y coordinate of the one up there for this one right there. So that's basically how we do the construction. And this, again, this is the reason why we do the construction, so that the window goes along with it. Also, you'll notice once we do that, again, you can't manipulate this. Like I'm trying to grab the graphics view, and because that's all programmed in there, you can't manipulate it. So that's how we do a window guided by an object.